Hey Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews, and welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews, where I review beers and ales from around New England. And today one I've been wanting to try for quite some time from Vermont, from Waterbury, Vermont, the Alchemist Brewery, and this is their Heady Topper Double IPA. The Heady Topper comes in with an ABV of 8.0% ABV. This beer is incredibly popular. It has won a number of awards. It is considered top of its line, top of its class by a lot of beer enthusiasts. It's only available in Vermont, so you either have to go to Vermont and get it, and or you have someone who might get one for you and get it to you in some way. But basically, though, this beer is delivered on Mondays at the various stores and places where it's sold, and it's for the most part sold out by Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. And if you go to some of these stores, most of the stores have a little sign that says only 2 4-packs per customer or something like that. Limits on this beer. So this beer does have a huge following. It comes with a lot of accolades, very popular and very well liked, and now it's going to be my chance to give it a try. So let me pop over the can and get a little dent in this can, unfortunately, so we'll see. Hope that didn't taint it too much. It does say drink from the can. That's what it says across the top. Drink from the can. Unfortunately, I will probably drink the other 3 from the can. This one I just wanted to pour it into a glass just so I could do this review. So, here we go. The Heady Topper. Alright, taking a look at it. Definitely a hazy, pale yellow color. And a humongous head. And it might have been, it might have been just the fact that I did have a can that had a dent in it. I don't know if that caused anything or not, but or the way I poured it. But anyway, it's definitely a pale yellow color. Sort of the haze is more in the middle, and there's some moderate carbonation going up the glass, building up to this big white head. Checking out the aroma. All right, it's definitely got the floral, tropical, hoppy sensation. Definitely a hopped up beer, which is to be expected for a double IPA. Maybe a little bit of an orange flavor or note as well. This was first canned in 2011. It's been available since 2003, but it became canned in 2011. I think maybe eventually they get a bigger canning system. They may have these beers more widely available. But I guess it's one of those things that get it while you can. It's a beer that it just kind of adds to the excitement when it's so hard to come by. Let's take a taste on this. Okay, body-wise is medium, I'd say, to bold. Actually, kind of a decently bold body, medium to bold, and there's a very interesting sort of astringency going on. Now, the taste is definitely bitter. It has that superb hop bitterness for an 8% beer. It's not, the alcohol is well integrated, and I'm not really getting any alcohol on the taste. I'm getting a definitive bitterness, sort of a good hoppiness as well. That's really kind of the predominant. Starts off mildly malty, but it's really more hopped up than anything else. Touch of orange, kind of tropical esters here, and flavors. It's a really likable beer. It's a real nice beer. I can see why it's so popular. It's quite good. It's one of these IPAs that doesn't blow you. It's not overpowering in bitterness, but it's got a solid bitterness to really appease people who really like their hopped up beers. For me, I don't like the hops to be causing my mouth to pucker up or something like that. I like it to be really noticeable to some extent. My preference is to the English IPA as opposed to the American IPA. That's my personal preference, and a lot of people argue with that. Some people really like their beer to be bitter. I tend to like it a little more balanced, but I'm really liking this beer. I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I think it's a really one of the better IPAs I've had, and I can see why it gets its reputation. And I mean, this is really the one that a lot of craft beers are probably trying to emulate, even though this is a later version than some of the American IPAs that have been around longer. I mean, Smutty Nose IPA's been around a lot longer than this one, I think, as has, well, Smutty Nose comes to mind because that's local to me. You know, it's, and I've never had the Pliny series, so I don't really know how it compares to any of those. But anyway, it's really a nice beer. It's very easy to drink considering, you know, the hoppy bitterness that's going on. Good to the last drop. Still a little heady. I think I was serving it around 40 degrees, something like that. It wasn't really cold, but it wasn't cool or chilled either. It was just a little above cold, I would say. But an excellent beer, an excellent beer. I can see why it is very, very popular. This is the Alchemist Heady Topper. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.